Hi there, welcome back to Hidden Crown Hair Extensions channel. I'm Bonnie B and this is Hair 101. So let's talk about tangling and matting. Unfortunately, it's just something that hair does. Now, when it comes to human hair extensions, they can tangle and mat a lot quicker and a lot easier than our own natural human hair. When you're going to add human hair extensions to your daily, look and wearing them on a daily basis, or even just sometimes, you're adding a lot of extra hair, especially with Hidden Crown's halo-shaped extensions. The thicker ends are so much more thicker than normal hair extensions on the market today. So when you're adding that much human hair to your already daily, what you work with on a daily basis with your natural human hair, you're adding so much more volume hair to the nape of your neck, your shoulders, and just your head in general in the lower back portion. So our scalps generate a lot of heat all over our scalp, but when you're adding something like a very thick human hair extension, such as Hidden Crown's halo style extensions, you're going to get a lot more movement with more hair. So think about how often you move your head back and forth, up and down throughout a day. It's gotta be, uncountable how many times we move our head. Pair that with the heat from your scalp and then possible sweat anywhere in the area that the heat is building up and your movement causes friction with sweat. And that all is a recipe for tangling and matting. So let's talk about sweat. Our sweat, unfortunately, we can't control it. Some people sweat more than others. Sometimes you sweat for no reason, and some people don't sweat very often at all. Our sweat has so much salt in it that when you get it in the hair, or when it rubs off onto your own hair or your extensions, your hair gets really icky. It also looks gross. Like, say for instance, if you're at the gym and you're not even wearing any hair extensions at all, just your own hair, being up in a bun or up in a ponytail, you're sweating like crazy, and what do? You shower right after you're done at the gym and you wash your hair. So think about when you're wearing your Hidden Crown hair extensions, if you're gonna be doing something that you might possibly be sweating, even just a little bit, you wanna try to prevent that. So you'll wanna put your hair up in like a little pony with your Hidden Crown hair extensions, or possibly choose to not wear them at all, especially like if you're going to the gym. Now, the sweat that, we sweat out of our bodies, it has a lot of salt in it. So what that does is it dries out our hair. It dries out our own human hair, but it dries out human hair extensions even more, because you have to think about this. Human hair extensions have been taken from a human body. They are no longer receiving growth, vitamins, or nutrients, and we don't wash them on a daily basis like we do our own hair. And they can't be revived like our own human hair on our heads after being washed, because there is no body to be able to produce what the hair needs to be revived and feel good and healthy again, or clean. So this is why we tell and advise to not really wash your Hidden Crown hair extensions very often, is because you don't want to overly dry them out and cause them to be brittle and susceptible to breakage. Tangling and matting, it goes in hand with breakage, because when you go to brush out tangling or matted hair, it's almost impossible to not break some hair off. So most people don't realize how much hair they're breaking off when you're combing through tangles. So that's another factor that you have to consider when you're, going about your daily, activities. You want to make sure to keep a purse brush with you, just so you can gently brush out from the ends up throughout the day. And that should help prevent any kind of breakage, to where the next time you wear it, it's gonna not be so tangled again. So let's talk about some other things, such as styling aids, that can also cause a lot of tangling and matting in your Hidden Crown hair extensions. Pretty much all styling aids on the market that are designed for our own human hair on our heads have chemicals in them that human hair extensions just can't they're just not strong enough to hold up against those chemicals. Now, all the styling aids out there, they're all formulated differently. A lot have alcohol in them or other harsh chemicals such as parabens and sulfates, and I mean, I could go on and on about chemicals in products. So even natural aids can also dry the human hair extensions out because they are so much more fragile than our own human hair on our heads. Like I said, they've been taken from a body. They're no longer getting vitamins, nutrients, and growth, and we aren't washing them as often as we wash our own hair. So you want to be very, very careful with your human hair extensions. They will not last forever. Our own hair can be burned and damaged and broken off and can even fall out. Shedding happens for some more than others. So when you're going about your daily, beauty regimen, getting yourself ready, your hidden crown hair extensions on and styled, keep in mind that even if you're just putting styling aids in your own hair and then applying your hidden crown hair extension, throughout the day, because our scalps generate so much heat, the products will rub off onto your hidden crown hair extensions. And that product, even that small amount of product, can definitely dry your hidden crown hair extensions out, can cause it to tangle together with your hair or just the extension together, and it can also cause matting depending on what kind of chemicals are in the products that you're actually using. So keep that in mind when you're wearing your hidden crown hair extensions, because that can lessen the lifespan of them. Another thing to think about when it comes to your hidden crown hair extensions and them getting tangled, matted, dried out, loss of hair, is heat styling. There are proper ways and improper ways of curling and straightening your hair and teasing it and styling it in different ways, especially with heat. Now, if you are not using proper heat techniques, your curl may not stay in your hidden crown hair extensions. If you have older tools that the heat is not being generated properly anymore, those type of tools, those older tools, can definitely damage and cause breakage and dryness and frizz in your hidden crown hair extensions. Because like I said, they're not as strong and can hold up against what we do to our hair daily. They can't hold up like our own hair can. So when you're going to heat style, keep in mind that each time you do it, even in proper ways, is one little, damage towards it as you go. So a lot of people ask me, what do I recommend to help prolong their hidden crown hair extensions? And I simply tell them to at least own 2 or more. The reason for this is that you can keep one curled and one straight, and you don't have to constantly go back and forth with the heat styling. That's gonna prolong both of the extensions' lifespan, and you get more out of your money with the purchase. It's somewhat like an investment. They will last a lot longer. This is why we say they last anywhere from 3 months up to a year, because some people could possibly be, putting products in theirs, or they're not heat styling it properly on a daily basis. There's just constant damage, more so than others. So the extension, the lifespan of it, is gonna be shortened. So all these factors are what you wanna keep in mind when you go to buy human hair extensions. And even if you're the most careful person, just the simple little products like, styling aids, like leave-in conditioners, serums, hairspray, heat protectants, all those things have chemicals in them that will dry the hair out, cause it to tangle. The tangling leads to breakage when you're brushing it out. Heat styling, all those factors come into play with the lifespan of your hidden crown hair extension. Hope you found this video helpful. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can find tons of content on everything you need to know about owning and wearing a hidden crown hair extension. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.